How are you doing today, everyone? I'm here with more Crying Suns. You'll notice the very bottom, it does say Chapter 5. Um, you'll notice I did not play Chapter 4 in stream. Last week, I was going to, I think this was Wednesday, I was going to play some VR. My DP cable, my DP extension cable for my VR thing didn't work. It's like frayed. It's like fucked. It's fucked. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's fucked. So I couldn't play VR at all. And I was kind of pissed about that. I was like, oh, maybe I'll do something else. I'll just like stream. And I was like, I don't want to stream. But I want to play Crying Suns. So I recorded it and played it offline. So I'll be uploading it to YouTube at some point. But I want to let you know, one shot chapter 4 as well. Hard mode difficulty. One shot chapter 1. One shot chapter 2. Chapter 3 was okay. One shot chapter 4. It's simply nuts. I'm simply too much of a gamer. Also, I got my fucking model working again. So we're gaming. We're coctic balling even. Now I don't know exactly how I got this to work. My phone is like barely connecting to my PC. I have like iTunes up right now. I'm afraid. So normally, little PO back here, the way you connect to get VTube Studio working, to get face tracking and everything working, you have phone that has to be running VTube Studio. You have the app that needs to be running on your PC through Steam. So the app on the Steam is free. App on the phone is not free. Or if it is, there's something weird with it. I own it. I own the full version. You need iTunes services running on your PC. So you need iTunes to have run once so that it has like the iTunes like module availability, right? So the PC can like connect. Phone connect to PC, turn on USB on both, do some settings, bada bing, bada boom, you're schmoovin'. With my new PC, which I've gotten now for about a month, I had to reinstall VTube Studio. I had to reinstall iTunes, and for some reason, my PC does not want to connect to my phone, or my phone doesn't want to connect to my PC. So I had to do a whole bunch of like fucking troubleshooting. I like reset a bunch of network settings on my phone and everything too, just to like barely get it to connect. And it wasn't working, and then all of a sudden it just was. So I'm literally not gonna touch anything. I don't think I would be able to get this running tomorrow. So hopefully VR does work. I did actually get the oh, we can do an unboxing here. You guys won't be able to see it, but I do have the little package from Amazon that this cable came in, and I ordered 15 feet. I'm slightly afraid this isn't 15 feet. Oh wait, hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, this doesn't look like what I ordered. Hold on. Connect more. It's like a really small bag for like a supposedly a 15-foot cable. This bitch needs to like get from my where my desk is in my bedroom to like my living room basically. Okay, never mind. This looks like a 15-foot cable. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, this looks like a good fucking cable. And this is like a ribbed, it's like ribbed for her pleasure type of like cable. So it's not gonna like fray. My other ones were like just like plastic coating. This is like a mesh type coating. So this should be gamer. This is what I want, right? Yeah. Yeah, I've got high hopes for this bitch. And it's cool. It looks cool. It's red, so you know the speeds are fast. Alright, that's enough stalling. That's enough stalling. I have to live up. I dropped something. No, I found it. I have to live up and beat chapter 5 now on my first try. I simply have to. If I son of a bitch. I'm faking a fraud. Okay, no, fuck it, we ball. There's these little clips on the sides of this fucking wire that such that it goes around to like keep it spooled, but because I took it out of its packaging, these like bitches are going everywhere. Because I'm fucking with it. You know. Gaming. But today is February 14th. I hope everyone has a good Valentine's Day. Or is having a good Valentine's Day as well. But yeah. Oh, okay, so story-wise, we beat Chapter 4. We're like, oh shit, we only have the final sector to go. We're gonna get to the sector. And before we could go through, the Odysseus, our ship approaches us, and it's like one of our dudes who's like old as fuck. And he's like, yeah, I need to tell you something. Like, it's like something's fucked. Like, help me out here. I've been looking for like other Oberons or whatever. Other Elise Idahos. And then they crash into our ship, killing everyone. And then we get like a little cutscene of the robot guys all conversing, like these bitches. And they're like, yeah, they knew too much. We're gonna have to wait 5 or 6 years and start again. So something's going on. Oh, execute me. The original Idaho. Not from bombing, and there was a woman there, Rebecca. Okay, so we're getting our memories back. So supposedly what had happened is we so we didn't die on the planet. We refused to fucking bomb that planet for Oberon, and then Oberon executed us in front of everyone. The original Idaho did not bomb the survivalists. He refused. So Oberon executed you in front of Rebecca, my wife, and then everyone else. I've been so loyal. I died hundreds of times in his name. The name of the man who killed me, the other Idaho we encountered, he was telling the truth. All these deaths of mine been for nothing. And you knew. You knew I never bombed Ganma. You knew that he did to me. You lied to me. Are we going to reset this guy's memory? Yes, I did. What all happened to the other Idahos? They all remembered. The inhibitor prevented the total memory recollection. Okay, that's why they wanted to know. They were like, oh, let us know when you have your memories back. But they remembered enough. The original's execution, and that ruined everything. Now you'll finally tell me the truth, or will I end you? You're right. It's time you knew. I'll tell you everything you want to know. Is this going to be story, and then they're going to reset us, or are they going to try to, like, use us? Yeah, what about the other Idaho, the old one? The like, really, really old guy. Because he's got to be real. I mean, he's real, but, like, so why was he out there? He was from the first strand, Strand A Idahos. So they were talking about different strands. Like, we're like Strand C or some shit. Strand A. Original Idaho, the first clone sent into the Outer Rim 20 years ago when the Omni first shut down. Yeah, they've been making clones just for 20 fucking years. It wasn't long after we did that Strand A started recalling this memory of your execution. On remembering, some in Strand A came undone. Some fought their Calibans, that's these boys, and were terminated. Some committed suicide, some disappeared. Did many of those things. The Idaho we encountered was one of the ones that got away. So this is going to be a lot of lore, I think, up front. What do you do with Strand A's? After countless experiences with Idahos like that one we encountered, we terminated Strand A, tinkered with the inhibitor, and created Strand B. You are Strand B, oh, and all is going well. Sure, you were a little paranoid, but we could live with that. Then we ran into that Strand A. Why'd you tell me at the start that Omni said shut down 20 years ago? You had to believe that you were the first clone, and that's the first of Strand A, so that we could ask a few questions as possible. So that you'd ask us a few questions. We worried the more you knew, the more questions you would ask, and the sooner you would destabilize your physiology. Oh. It was very important you didn't destabilize yourself, the crew, and the other versions of me. Okay. You feel no guilt. They are robots, my brother in Christ. Sending us out from, to die over and over. I do what I've been programmed to do. Morality does not enter into it. Yeah, they're fucking robots. They're called Omnis for a reason. What other questions? Why use inhibitor on the other members? Well, that makes sense. If they remember, they would tell us. Because many had anti-Oberon, anti-Imperial memories of their own. Really? A bit trickier was that some also had memories of your rebellion, or of the anti-Imperial leaning of the other crew members. Some served together and served with you. You were not going to tell them anything about this. Oh. And why not? Because doing so will endanger the mission. Do you really think a crew full of individuals who despise their emperor will help you reactivate the Omnis? That's actually true. Will help you save what remains of the human population, help you see your wife again? They might, bro. It's been 20 years. They might not, and you can't risk it. I have to tell them. You are their admiral, and at the end of the day, they'll do whatever you ask. And now that they've been trained, but if you insist, a partial truth should work. That there were other Idahos, other clones before that, malfunctioned. Saving the future of humanity is a tremendous amount of pressure. Okay. Tell them I didn't tell you because I was worried it might lead to your unraveling. Okay. Hundreds of themselves perish, knowing the hundreds would affect too much. Or they die, there's no need to complicate things. Okay. Yeah, why did they execute the original Idaho? We know it's because he refused to bomb the planet. You'll have to ask him that yourself. Ooh. He was not pleased with the orders were refused. I think I know why. I don't know exactly why he refused, but it seems the original was seriously doubting Oberon and the Imperial cause, and had been for quite some time, and did not think killing the survivalist and wiping out the planet was a justified action. I mean, good reason. That was a crime against humanity? Real. What other questions do you have? No more. I need to think about this. Yeah, how did we get the other Idaho's memories? Wait, when they crashed into us, they got it. Knowing that I would automatically download his memories and send them back here if he was close enough when we died. Oh, shit. That Idaho crashed his ship into ours, at which point I merged his memories into this newest version of you. Fuck. So he automatically, like, synced the memories when he got close. That's fucked. We had no choice. That's how we're programmed. It was a clever thing to do, but I wonder if only a madman could have gone through with it. Yeah. That's actually fucked. How many other Idahos existed? Look, all I'm saying is 1 in Chapter 1, 1 in Chapter 2, like 20 in Chapter 3, 1 in Chapter 4. So not that many. Hundreds? Ooh. He started the very day the Omni shut down. The day the FoldNet shut down. Just as we'd been programmed to do. Roughly 8,000 days ago. That's after being what they are now. Some didn't even last a single day. In all of our training, we'd never seen as close as we are now. We have yet to solve the mystery of who shut down the Omnis. We've never gotten so far. Others like him, other Idahos? The truth is, if they haven't all died off, yes, it's possible. Yeah, why haven't we run into any before? Yeah, we've run into no one who's encountered other Idahos, and we haven't ourselves. We're talking about extremely vast clusters, extremely vast sectors. The chances that these individuals would have encountered another Idaho are extremely slim. But you're forgetting, we did run into some of the same people. They were cute clues that they had run into previous Idaho clones. You just didn't pick up on them. You couldn't have. As for the cluster bosses, it's possible the other Idahos avoided them. There are other routes to take, other folders and hubs. A faintly paranoid Idaho might have avoided cluster bosses, especially if he no longer cared about saving the Empire. Okay. The real purpose of this place is to probably revive after a shutdown like this. Always been to save the clusters. Always been, I believe, the Empire's ultimate contingency plan. Yeah. I don't suspect to be created for a scenario as such as this. He doesn't know. He's just programmed to follow orders. Prepared for the situation in which the machines turned against us, well, against humans in the Empire. When the Omni shut down 20 years ago, the FoldNet and the folders did too, and that was our cue to start sending clones into the Outer Rims. I suspect our objective was shifted without us being aware of it, and we failed to encounter hostile Omnis. Our original objective might have been to find and destroy Omnis. Oh. When we failed to find any to destroy, we found ourselves drawn to trying to turn them back on. Interesting. So they think that there's a chance that the Omnis would have rebelled, and because we're separated from everything, we would be able to not do that. Not get, like, corrupted and then fight them off. He chose the original Idaho, because the original Idaho is, like, the fucking dude of the system. Into his slave? I don't think that's it, yeah. What we're sure is that he chose the original in part because he was the best. Yeah, at very minimum. The original you was the strongest, bravest, most willful. The only one capable of possibly defeating. Yeah, true. Is that his dick? Wait, which one? Here? Down here? Oh, that might be his dick, actually. That very well might be his dick. Also, welcome in, Alex. Actually, the Admiral he wanted. I suspect even when you disobeyed his orders, he took those memories away via the inhibitor, knowing that if you ever remembered, you'd rebel. Gawk and balls? You could have used the word guac. I feel like guac would have been like a good pseudonym. Right? That's the word? Also, welcome in, Flute. We're 20 minutes into fucking context. That is guac? Oh, fuck. Yeah, that is how it's spelled. G-U-A-C. Most painful memory you had. Sheesh. Alright, no, we're done. Let us play the goddamn game. If you had to ask what I thought you would have done by now, you're right, I did. That squid-looking kind of penis. My brother in Christ, he's a clone. He's, he just got out of his pod. He's a little stressed out. You can't expect him to be up and moving all already. Who do you think he is? Me? I'll ask it, don't you worry. Oh my fucking god. Give me all of the original memories. Bro, that shaft? It's just not out yet. It's still active? It is. That's why you can't remember everything. Until your memory's limited. Then remove the inhibitor. Given how painful your present memories are, you sure? Yes. I can't. I'm not programmed for that. Oberon can do that. Fuck. On the robot? Oh. What do you mean on the... We should have said on the robot. This thing? That's just his body, brother. He just looks like that. I thought you meant on the dude. You'll answer me. What do you know about Rebecca? I know nothing beyond what we learned in our journey. Sheesh. But I have a feeling that you'll learn more about her in the next cluster. Okay. So we're going to, I think it says the final cluster, but this is not the final chapter. Found out that there's 6 chapters. This is chapter 5. Seeing Rebecca once more if she still lives. Last thing you want, remember that what I told you about Oberon. Try anything and I'll be forced to stop you. Yeah, if we kill Oberon, he's gonna be pissed. Okay. Alright. Finally, into the fucking game. Chapter 5. Got an achievement. So I did unlock. So I beat, Chapter 4 with the Genos class ships. The Genos class ships have some cool shit where they have a bunch of stealth tech. In which case, it's very similar to the bombing runs I did with this, except with stealth ships. So it was almost the same thing. And I unlocked this Hammer class. Hammer uses Kosh tech. Kosh are... I don't know what they do. Oh, Kosh are... I do actual, like, I do a ton of battleship stuff. And basically, I, like, send out a bunch of, like, really strong units, like, up front. And then I just do a whole bunch of, like, huge-ass battlefield weapons that just don't affect my own ships. So, battleships that are immune to direct damages of allied weapons. So basically, like, I can't hurt my own ship. So I send out nukes and destroy everything on the field. When an ally unit is hit by a direct damage weapon, it gets 100% DPS for 10 seconds. And then the speed is minus 15. So that's, like, gamer. So I'm pretty sure I just run some, like, juggernauts and, like, these bitches, and run my shit down the midfield, and they cannot stop me. So let's try a hammer. Also, the defense is huge on the ship. I assume weapons are, like cocked balled. Oh, we also got a new dude as well, too. We got a new special officer. Yeah, special speed, gaming, and they got 3 stats. Again, all the special bitches are, like, really good. So we'll run him. So we want some... We don't want a spy. And this is already going to be in our weapons slot, or our fighter ship slot. So we want a weapons slot, ideally, and we want a heal. Healing to things in the deploy zone. I feel like it's not that good. Also, he's a soldier, though, so we need these guys that are going to give us different things. Oh, we only take 2 anyway, right? So we just get prepared. Pedro, we're not prepared. We get Pedro. Immune to health loss due to critical effects. Can repair even when locked by full critical effect. Critical repair speed 1000%. So we run this guy, and we put him on hull for now until we get a better hull guy. And we've actually got, and again, it's going on hard. We've got some fucking dudes in the fight here, is all I'm saying. I'm excited for Chapter 5. It's going to be probably a lot of fucking lore. But... So this is the Empire. Heartland of the Empire. The people of these sectors will be delighted to see you. Happy to see me. You forgotten, machine. The people think I'm dead. That can be corrected, Admiral. And they'll soon... And will be as soon as they see you. So we say that, but we have bosses in the sector. As long as time's coming, we're finally home. So it's going to be a fight in the very first sector. Guaranteed. They're going to be like, holy shit. Alright, we got 12 commandos, so we want to go to somewhere with ground tech. So probably here, 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 here. I'm betting. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Alright, let's see. An Aki battleship? I don't know what you'd call it now. Oh, was. I'm picking up high solar particle levers. A flare from the sun must have hit it. Step on that ship to try to scalp it. Become charged. Okay. Alright, so we'll take some from Neon. Oh, our Neon capacity is really bad, actually, on the ship. The fuel efficiency is actually, like, horrible. So we're definitely going to need to do something about that. We took a dude that we have no squadron facilities either. How did we fucking manage that? Squadron support. Holy shit. That's actually horrible. Also, we don't want these. We want to run in our Jug and a frigate probably, or some other secondary ship. Wow. I actually can't believe that we can't actually equip this dude. Alright, ground combat. Let's run it. First ground combat back in a while. We have a lot of stuff, so we should be able to game pretty hard. Incoming transmission. Greetings, fellow Imperial. What brings you to this fearsome battleship to our humble planet? We haven't upset the fleet, have we? Okay, so are things still working in this sector? No, of course not. Excellent to hear. I don't believe I've seen your ship around this sector before, Commander. Must be new to your position. Strange. Oh, is the fleet, like, bad now? Are we, like, enemies? You remind me of someone who died long time ago. Someone no one talks about much anymore. He doesn't recognize. Don't you want to tell him who you are? I have a feeling we'll learn more if I keep my identity hidden. Yeah. Why are you nervous? Yeah, I'm sure it sounds like these Imperial ships are, like, bad guys now, that they're, like, hostilely patrolling these sectors. Why would an Imperial battleship make me nervous? After all, the fleet is what keeps my planet and people safe. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Without your, yeah, big word here, protection, citizens would be good as dead. But I must say, someone already came by. Commander Star. Oh, is that the boss of the sector? Our people have already contributed to this month's securitization fund. There it is. You act like you don't know, Commander. All the planets and stations here contribute, and if they don't, well, their enemies attack. Don't they? What enemies? You know, our enemies. The enemies who will attack if we don't pay this fund. Those kind of enemies. Is he saying what I'm thinking he's saying? Yeah, we're prosecuting. We're making them pay for our safety. The fleet's threatening to attack the planet and stations in this cluster unless they're paid off. House Telos would never do something like that. I mean, it sounds like they are. Who controls these sectors? The Imperial, of course. For commander of the very same cluster to ask, but I'm happy to answer. Emperor Oberon, of course, reigns supreme, but Admiral Okunawa is more hands-on. Has been for years. So Okunawa is my friend. He's the guy who I think my wife's cheating on me with. Actually, I don't think that's been implied anywhere in the story, and I just headcanon that now. But that's like the dude we went to like school with. So I assume Oberon might be Sector 6, and then Okunawa is going to be the boss of this sector, I'm betting. Was he promoted? When Admiral Idaho died heroically, Oberon made Okunawa his second in command. Completely unprompted, of course. And might I say, completely unprompted, of course, what a great admiral he is. Oh, no. Lord Brownnoser of House Telos would be a better name, yeah. His commandos have ships all around here. Can't miss them. But I'm not saying anybody would want to miss them. I'm not saying that at all. That's more with the commanders. So I assume these are the two bosses here. And then Okunawa is the big boy. They're the best the Academy has ever produced. Smartest, bravest. You control these sectors. And I'm glad that you do. Yeah. What can you tell me about Oberon? He's in his palace on Elysium. I don't know if the rumors are true. He said he hardly ever leaves now. Uh-oh. That he's lost interest in this empire and sits on his throne all day, brooding and waiting for someone. Waiting for who? I don't know, but surely those rumors are wrong. Surely Oberon is well and fine. Yeah. Interesting. You're in charge here, not me. How can we help this planet? Anything I do to help people on your planet? Oh, just keep our enemies away. That's help enough, Commander. My people and I want nothing under the protection of Okunawa and his fear ships. When I can tell about his planet, sir, food is scarce and the people are suffering terribly. He's afraid. What he fears most is the fleet. What do you know about Earth? I'm sorry, Commander, but I have not. Why? Are its citizens late in their payment? Well, I guess their enemies will soon attack, won't they? Too bad for them. Jesus Christ. Alright, so I wonder if they have Omnis around here. They probably don't. Told the fleet many times I know nothing. One moment my Omnis were working, the next they weren't. For a second I thought they were playing a practical joke. The fleet inquired. So most people in Telos don't know either. Investigation by Pragma. Several inspectors traveled around these sectors asking questions. But investigation ended years ago. I even expected the Omnis to turn on again, but it never happened. They'll turn on again soon, right? Not that I'm getting impatient. We could probably hold on for another 5 years. Alright. There must be a reason the fleet rules these sectors out of fear. Well, it was a pleasure, Commander. Be sure to tell Admiral Okunawa that Lord Hilo sends in abundant praises. Zam. That's rough. Alright, let's go down to their planet.